So Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 2 is finally here. We have a new season of Fortnite, which means we have a new Battle Pass. And there are some absolutely awesome skins in this Battle Pass. So in today's video, we're actually going to be giving you guys some skin combos for pretty much every single one of the Battle Pass skins that is in the new season of Fortnite. I'm really excited for this one. I hope you guys are as well, and if you are thinking about picking up the Battle Pass, feel free to use my supporter creator code MICHO in the item shop, as I would greatly appreciate it. So here we are, we're going over the Battle Pass skins. There is actually a lot of really cool ones here. If we have a look, we have Tsuki 2.0, we've got Gunner, we have the Imagined, we've got Kiara K.O, we've got the Origin, we have Erisa, which is my personal favorite, and of course, Doctor Strange, with the Prowler coming later, which is really cool. So, first off, let's start off with Tsuki 2.0. She has a bunch of different edit styles. Personally, this is my favorite one here, the Iridium edit style, so we're going to whack that on. This is the combo that I have gone for with her. We've got the Widow's Light here. Honestly, this skin has so much potential for backlings. You could put in, like, literally a million different things, but I opted to go for the Widow's Light. I like it because Black Widow is actually in this season, if you didn't already know. And it's a translucent back bling, so it doesn't actually stick out too much, and you can see a lot of the skin. Next up, for the pickaxe, I went with the Sorrow's Reach. Again, we've got that like black and red and a little bit of a tinge of white sort of to the theme there. And this is a really cool pickaxe because you got it with the Fortnite crew pack, so it's a bit of a flex being, you know, showing that you're a member of the crew pack. Then, you know, we've got the Paper Parasol. If you have this, you are obviously an OG. This is from Fortnite Season 3, the OG Season 3, and again, it's fitting that red theme. Going to be coming over here to Target Acquired. I really like how this looks. It's got that grey, the red, and then, of course, we have the World Dominator for the wrap. Okay, so for our next skin, we have Gunner. I don't really like Gunner too much because he's a very bulky skin, in all honesty. I'm not really too big of a fan, but he does actually have a lot of different edit styles. You can have him with the mask or unmasked. So I prefer to have him with the mask there because I think he looks quite cool. You have the sort of darker version of him. You have basically the Green Goblin color theme here with the purple and the green. And then you have the orange theme as well. But we're going to go for the Arctic Tack. This is the white theme here. And for the back bling, you've already seen it. We are going to go for the Ice Mantle. This actually works. I swear to God, this is the only skin in the game where this back bling actually looks good. And it really, really, really looks good on this skin. So a bulky skin, but if you're into wearing them, definitely not a bad idea. We're going to go for Scratch Mark for the harvesting tool here. It's got that silver sort of like metallic metal sort of theme. For the glider, I would actually opt for either the original umbrella or the one that you get from winning this season. So I haven't played a game yet. I've literally just started recording as soon as this season started. But if you do end up getting the Victory Royale umbrella for this season, definitely run it. Spectral Essence we're going to use for the contrail, and then finally we're going to be using Shadow Angular Shift. Okay, so for our third skin, we have the Imagine. She has a bunch of different edit styles as well, with different color schemes, and then of course you can choose to have it with a mask or no mask, but we are going to go for the purple theme here. I really like how this one looks. This is actually super clean. We're going to be using Wolverine's Trophy. For whatever reason, this back bling actually works, and I swear it doesn't work on any other skins in the game, but for some magical reason, it actually works so well here. So super easy. It's a bit of a larger back bling, but I still like how it looks. We're going to go for the Phantasmic Pulse here. Obviously, there's different ways that you could do this. You could make it look however you want. Personally, I like this one. I think it just stands out a lot. I like the purple there. You can make it whatever color you want. We're going to be going with the Umbrella of the Last Reality. I feel like it makes a lot of sense because she's obviously connected to the Last Reality and all that sort of stuff with the cube stuff because she is one of the members of the 7. So you have to put that in for lore reasons. The Rift Lightning because, I mean, pink. Lightning, it's intense. She's an intense character because she's a massive part of the story. And then we're actually going to be going with the Per Aspera Ad Strata. I believe this is pronounced. I hope I didn't butcher that, but this was a wrap that I believe you guys actually got for free last season, so it's pretty fresh. You probably have it. And yeah, let's get into our next combo. Okay, so our fourth skin here is the Kiara K.O. We're going to be having a look at her. She has a bunch of different styles you can put on her as well, which are all very, very nice. You can take her jacket off. You can put a helmet on it. You can do a bunch of really cool stuff with it, but this is what I've gone for here. And we are actually going to run the Black Shield. So shout out to my OGs here. If you don't have this, you can obviously use like the poor man's Black Shield where you just use the Banner Shield. But I opted to go for the Black Shield because this shows that you're an OG and it's a massive flex. For the pickaxe, I wanted to keep to that sort of black and gold theme that she sort of got going on here. So I went for the Banana Axe because I feel like a lot of people have this. It's a really cool axe. It's very clean looking. Keeping in with the sort of black and like yellow/gold theme, we're going to go for the Classified Glider, which again, you probably have. this season was literally a whole chapter ago, which is nuts to think about, but it is so damn nice. We have the Saplight again, keeping that color scheme once again. And of course, the golden scales, man. We've got to have gold in this because it is just such a flex. And next up, we have the Origin skin. This is a weird skin, man. It's pretty surreal that we actually have this in the game, honestly. Like, this was obviously leaked a while ago. He's such a weird looking skin. Hey, like, just looking at him, I don't even know what to say. You have to wear him with a helmet. Like, there's no way you can't. I feel like the only edit style of him that works is this one because it's what he's obviously meant to look like. In terms of the back bling, I went with the data fiber charge pack. There was a bunch of stuff we could realistically do. I like the blue version of this as well. It actually looks quite nice and suits him pretty well, but I think that this just makes a lot of sense because it's got a bit of purple on it. It has like an orange sort of spark on it, which matches his hands there. And then of course it's got the blue, so just like in terms of color schemes, that works really well. And this is actually a reactive back bling, so that's really cool. The pickaxes were really hard, so I went with the Eon blades because they're sort of changing and pulsating with purple, which is similar to what his arms are doing. You can choose to either dual wield these or use these regularly, but that's what I went with. Of course, he's got a bunch of cubes. So the umbrella of the last reality just made sense once again. And speaking of cubes, we're going to be going with the glyphs as well. This is a contrail from back in the day from season 7. If you've got it, shout out to you. And then of course, we're going to be using the royal cube because it has a bit of that tint of orange on it once again with the cube logos on it. Okay, and coming up next, this is my favorite skin for sure out of the battle pass here. It is Erisa. This skin, I don't know what it is. I think it's a cat girl, to be honest. It's very similar to KDA, which is like a real band. If you haven't checked them out, you definitely should. But I went for the Whisker pack because again, it's got that like cat / kitty theme, which makes a lot of sense. It's really hard because it is an animated skin to find a back bling that matches, but I feel like this one actually does match pretty well. You've got a cool little sword there. You've got the kitty cat, like obviously on the actual back bling itself, and it's purple as well, so it ties into the theme really well. For the pickaxes, I went for the Stardust Strikers. I really like the idea of a Galaxy pickaxe, so I went for these ones because a lot of people are going to have them, unlike the original Galaxy pickaxe, because that one was a lot rarer. So then I went for the Soaring Soul Self. I really like this. It looks really clean. Again, it's got that galaxy sort of theme on it as well, so I could see that making sense. It's another animal too. Going to be going for the zip ribbons here because it's an anime character, so having like that sort of cartoon outline sort of thing makes a lot of sense. And then once again, we're actually going to be using this again, the Per Aspera ad Strata. I don't know how to pronounce that, but we're going to be using that wrap as well. There's plenty of stuff you could use. You could use the Galaxy wrap again if you really wanted to, if you do have it. But yeah, very clean combo. And then next up, we're going to be using Erisa again. We're actually not going to be using this edit style though. I would use this one if I were to pick anyone. You can also put a helmet on her if you want. Personally, I think it looks better with no helmet. You can also put a cape on if you wanted to. Again, I think it looks better without the cape, but I really like how that looks with that green edit style there. It is such a clean, it sort of reminds me of Zelda, to be honest, like the Legend of Zelda color scheme, at least the same that Link has, to be honest. So I really like how that looks. For the back bling there, we would obviously be using Xavier's School for Gifted Youngster, which is really cool. We'd have the Fresh Breaker for the pickaxe, and then this is actually one of the most crazy pickaxes with gliders, I should say, we've got in the game. This thing is absolutely nuts, and we're going to be going for the Sylvian style of that because it is just so crazy, man. Then we're going to be going for the Clovers as well. It's really dope. I like how this looks, honestly, with the green. It's going to tie together really well. And then, of course, the bubbly wrap. And for our last combo, we have Doctor Strange. Now, honestly, look, you can't even take a cape off of him. He actually has no edit style, and I don't think he needs one, to be honest. This cape here is perfect. Like, you don't even need a back bling. I think this is the first time I've ever done a skin combo with no back bling because you legitimately don't need one. It's that good looking. For the rest of the stuff, we've done the spell work, scimitar, and then we have the Mandela disc. Because let's be real, it's Doctor Strange. You literally have to use his stuff. Like, you are pretty much forced to. If you were ever going to use a back bling though, and you really wanted to use one, the Flame Sigil, this is probably the only one I could recommend because it is actually like sort of like a rune sort of thing. But other than that, I literally cannot suggest one. That's the only one that probably works. For this, I would use the Crescent's Flame because it is red, it matches a lot, and then it even has like a little magical sort of projection thing under him as well. And then we're going to be going with Ultra Red for the wrap. And those are my skin combos for the new season, guys. Let me know what you guys think of them. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm actually going to edit this up and then I'm going to go to bed. It's super late here, but if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it and subscribing to the channel if you guys are new. And I will see you guys in another video.